What are these sound effects? What are we starting with? Seriously.
We have to be ready for anything.
You realize that this is the safest.
Alright. I guess we don't need a lot of preamble. So, I promised I will do a Guild Wars 2 story stream last time. During my Doom stream, actually. Because the next episode, as you can see from the Wizard's Vault, oddly a place where you can watch this, but it is here that you can actually verify. The next release comes in 7 days, in a week, and I don't really find any other time where I could stream this, so it is a bit of an evening stream. However, it's definitely not going to be as long as the last story recap stream we did, because that one, well, that one recapped the beginning of the or the first release of the expansion. The word eluded me there. The first chapters, and those were long, those were expansion worthy basically. I gotta admit that this follow-up is pretty brief. It's got like 2 substantive instances, perhaps 2.5. Mostly it's doing some events around the new zone. There is a new map, but only a portion of it. That one hasn't been released fully either. It's pretty light on the ground in terms of story, so we should be able to bang this out today. So where else to start but Lion's Arch, of course. Haven't even seen my character yet. We are going to start with the recap of Duress. Let's see how this story continues then.
Have you missed me?
Heitor.
The situation in Mayos darkens. Eborg's atrocities only escalate. Your gravitas is necessary. I'll meet you at the tower, but don't rush. Esgaren delights in my company.
Apparently so.
Better hurry.
So yeah. When we left, we defeated one of the big bad demons, and Heitor recruited us to help her with reclaiming her home, basically, from Heitor. It wasn't even... Was it Heitor? It wasn't Heitor. Heitor is one of the generals, right? It was from... Well, we'll learn the name of the demon soon enough, I guess. So let's go through the portal. Now, I've got some of these achievements, but I will try to go for a couple of them during this story recap. So we'll see how well that goes. Also, right off the bat, I will share my links. Now, got a little bit of a little bit of plan, and hopefully I can hook it up and set it up properly to actually migrate to YouTube, because, well, I'll be honest with you, Twitch has been doing nothing for me, and I feel like, I'm uploading everything onto YouTube anyway, and I'm not editing anything. It's all the original VODs as I'm presenting them, so makes sense to go to YouTube right away, and I genuinely, I'm coming to appreciate the platform a little more than Twitch, even in terms of streaming capabilities. Obviously Twitch has its advantages, drops and whatnot, but even when drops are active for Guild Wars 2, it feels like I'm not drawing any audience, but they're preemptive plans. We'll see how whether I'm gonna be able to make that transition and hook it up in time as well. because I'm expecting a long vacation and not actually streaming throughout most of March. So that's that. So there we go.
Wayfinder.
Frode, how's the astral ward?
Recovering. Still got the odd cryptus or two coming in from Nios. Nothing we can't solve with a hammer to the skull.
That's good to hear. These past few months, I've been recovering in my own way. It's still a shock knowing what I do.
Istarin and Peitha are waiting for you. Follow me. They're getting along, at least.
Oh, consider me curious and anxious.
Okay, and I know I just started the stream, but I did forget to bring myself some water, so I will have to fetch it eventually. But so far, let's continue. And I guess we'll do one instance. I know this one is fairly long, so maybe before we actually rush through the portal, once it asks us to do that.
They're here.
Good. Her presence is not kind to one's sense of inner calm.
Darling of you, Garen.
So this is what you meant by getting along.
Peitha informs us that the situation in Nios is escalating. I didn't intend to join that fight, but better to stop a growing threat than ignore it. I cannot spare the ward yet, but we should take action.
We've been seeing a spike in rift attacks here, too. 4 in the Shiver Peaks yesterday, 1 in Kreiter this morning.
At last our thoughts are in unison. Any help we receive, I will use. I worry about overwhelming the cryptus with visitors too quickly. But the Wayfinder, maybe. And a few strong-stomached allies. We've been pushed to the outer reaches of Nios. Into Norris's path.
The beast that attacked the spire.
It's weaker now, thanks to your efforts. But it has risen the stakes. It consumes. We've a small outpost right on the edge of the abyss. Norris nor Epoch have been able to see it through the fog. The Wayfinder joins me first. We acclimate the cryptus. And then we bring more.
She loves to assume my benevolence.
Doesn't sound like we have much time to prepare.
We do not. Hopefully we can call on the wizard's aid soon as well.
We've incursions to quell interior before I can send any meaningful numbers. But I can be convinced. Wayfinder, can we speak for a moment, just you and I?
Absolutely.
Don't let me ruffle your sumptuous garb, Isgar. Talk. I'll be near.
By the way, isn't Peitha in our head all at
I
all
might
times
not
still?
be able to help you. You'll be on your own. There are many terrors in the demon realm. It's a very different world than ours. Mabon knew more than I.
I made Peitha a promise, and I plan on keeping it.
Then you've already chosen.
I have. This is about Tyria. We barely escaped the dragon cycle. We don't need another oppressor.
I'll light a portal, if that's what you want. But before we return to within earshot of others, there's one other piece of intel that requires discretion. Peitha has secured our missing astral ward in Nios. Those who were lost when you first traveled to their realm of rot.
You mean Arena? Frode's daughter? Does he know?
She lives, according to Peitha. I've not permitted Frode to join them until we've established an operational Mist's Gate. Keep them safe. And if you've any other questions, now is the time.
I think we're gonna ask some questions. More questions. Wayfinder, when will you send more aid?
You seem hesitant to send aid.
Subtle, am I? Until I see our dear Paitha in action, I'm still unsure if this whole ordeal will be worth it. I'm not certain the Ward would want to go either. They joined to protect Tyria, not crawl through the depths of Nios. But some are admittedly eager for Cryptus blood. They lost their friends, their allies, and they trust you. Paitha? Perhaps not. They linger on the line of curiosity and fear, as do I. But they trust their Wayfinder. I will be allowing volunteers to cross through as soon as we establish a gateway between here and Paitha's outpost. Just do keep the Ward in Nios secure while we connect those threads.
I'll do my part.
All right. Do you trust Paitha?
Do I
Sorry.
trust Paitha? The better question is, do you?
I do.
With an ounce of hesitance, I hope. She lingered in your mind for so long. Do you know the detriment she could have inflicted?
And yet she didn't. If anything, she saved me multiple times. Does that not demonstrate the severity of the situation?
I suppose it does. Be relentless if you need to be. It would not be a kind place to die in.
And that's it from Miss Garin. Now, there's going to be a lot of talking in the first instance, and a couple of other instances after that, but...
Wayfinder?
What's up? Okay, so we're rejoining the rest.
Are we ready to depart, then?
Not quite.
I'm with you, Paitha.
My strength is returning, but slowly. It will take a few moments.
While you two prepare, Wayfinder.
Everything
with me?
erodes, even you.
Someone would like to speak with you. She might be a little...
She went through with it.
She has. A few weeks back. She's been taking some time to herself, mostly. Adjusting.
So it's
How is she
Zoja
taking
we're
it?
talking about?
Everything is a bit fuzzy. Memories of the Ward came back. She knows your name. It might take her a moment to connect it to a face.
Okay. I'm ready to see her.
Zoja, you have a visitor.
Ear deep in documentation about the obscure. Mabon's notes are extensive.
Hey, Zoja.
Uh-huh.
The Wayfinder.
Yes. Yes, of course. Hello.
Hello.
I'll give you two a moment. See me when you're ready.
I'm sorry. Little overwhelmed. I didn't realize you were coming today.
Paitha and I are about to head into Nios.
Paitha? Paitha? Oh! The giant cryptus lady. I like her, I think. Isgarin finds her annoying. Wait, you're going with her?
Yeah, I am. Pretty nervous about it, to be honest.
Okay. Be safe. I've been a few times helping seal rifts. It's something.
I will. Thanks, Zoja.
I like this little interaction. It's
Sorry.
earnest.
This must be a bit awkward for you. I'm trying so hard to
Hey, don't worry about it. One step at a time, right?
Yeah. Dagda keeps telling me that too. Be safe, Commander. No, Wayfinder. Are you a commander?
I was.
Unfortunately, no extra dialogue, and it's pretty much the cut-off point. Now we're gonna get into some a bit of a combat encounter.
How'd it go?
Good, I think. She seems like she's doing well. I wish she... I'm just glad she found her home. That was harder than I thought it would be.
I know it hurts, but keep your bond close. She'll see through the fog if you shine that light bright enough.
Are you ready, Wayfinder?
Warden, Curator, crypt is in the courtyard. A rift is open.
Within the bounds of the Wizard's Tower, with the speed of a storm, go.
Charybdis? Inside the tower?
Together and remain calm.
Okay, so we don't get the big one until a few moments later, so...
Cut them down.
Oh, Eparch, that's the name of the main demon, the main villain, whom we've never seen, or haven't seen yet. So there's that. Now, I want to save my strength a little bit here for the encounter that's about to come. A big cryptis is about to walk through that portal, and we are tasked with killing it in a given time. I believe it's 3 minutes. Wasn't ready for it last time, but then again, this build is not very high damage, so we might not be able to finish that one today either. We'll see.
Blood for the Midnight King. It worked! Hey, these flames run deep with the fodder.
Alright, let's see.
What's going on?
Heitor, who are they?
Followers of Eparch. This rift is different. It's stronger than even I'm familiar.
Try sealing it with the hard Wayfinder.
Way ahead of you.
No, not really, but... Where am I? Just doing F now?
It's not working.
Then we try from the other side. Heitor, you lead, we will follow.
Take a breath of that lush Tyrian air and go.
So we are supposedly... Oh, so it doesn't walk through the portal, actually. I guess we come here.
Is this place?
I'm just gonna... Nope,
Nios?
not here yet. Right, yeah, I did remember, vaguely remember the fight being in through the rift. And yeah, this is Nios. This is Nios.
Welcome back to Nios, Wayfinder.
It looks so different.
Acclimate yourselves. This isn't Eparch's territory, but we're exposed.
No time. It looks like the welcoming committee is right on schedule. Get ready, everyone.
I haven't seen this realm of existence in...
Fight, Iskaran. Focus.
I intend to.
The Heart of the Obscure should allow you to extract demonic essence from the cryptis you slay. The rifts will only respond to their particular flavor of magic, so we'll need to gather enough to complete the spell.
I'm on it.
Your own kind, lashing out against you. Is this what you
Accelerate!
You see it now. You feel
We need to take more of them down, and the bigger the cryptis, the more the essence. Though, it seems that the essence degrades pretty fast. Bring it back to me as quickly as possible, but be careful now. The more you carry, the more it will drain your life force. Don't push yourself too hard.
Trying my best.
Yes, I'd like to keep the Wayfinder in mind.
Accelerate!
I don't know when this thing ends, when it's satisfied. It certainly doesn't correspond to the bar I have above my head. That's more of a warning. But those essences kind of disappear even without me interacting with Zoja. I wonder if they just decay, or do I need to talk to her? No, she definitely got it now. It was like that little effect.
enough. Bring it
All
back
right.
to me.
Unshakable they are.
6 feet tall.
Traitors.
I need to focus. Keep the big one off me, and I'll finish the spell.
Can you handle this, Osha?
Oh, there it is.
We're with you. We're right here.
Okay, so not doing too hot on the CCs. That's unfortunate. And I did swap one CC skill for a damaging one. But so far, not that bad. Although we are, we're kind of dying here. Oh, and I believe we cannot be downed. Shit, I was so close to being though.
My energy is diminished.
Okay, focus here. Focus here a little bit, please. Oh shit. Yeah, we're kind of out of. Oh, that's it. Okay, that wasn't all that difficult, actually. Easier than I thought, but that's fine. It's good. Oh shit, and did we forget to sit at some point? I don't know. Not
All right,
really, did
that
we?
should do it. Quickly, everyone, back through that rift before it collapses
Oh yeah,
on
we're
us.
supposed to go through a rift
Wayfinder
first.
and I will venture farther into the realm. Follow. We'll make toward refuge.
Wayfinder, keep your eyes up and your mind sharp as obsidian. Our paths part for now.
Be safe.
Okay, bye-bye. So before we go with Peita, I know maybe we can go with Peita. We're gonna do the sit emote, which is apparently something that the game wants you to do. And I'm gonna just fetch some water, just so I don't have a headache later on. And we'll see whether there's any dialogue, and I'll sit through it.
Our air is heavy, but you can breathe it. You have before. We're not far from camp. Rest a moment. We've been met with excitement after excitement. Even I am tired.
Thanks.
Take it in. Then we'll start moving. Don't rush yourself.
Okay, so I guess the timing on the sit emote was a little off. By the way, I do believe that when I first played this, for some reason I did stop. I actually did rest. Because I also went ahead and did something different. But it wasn't at this point, unfortunately, it wasn't that lore friendly. I think I did it when I first used the portal, the first one, when we first moved into Nios and just into the boss arena. But yeah, there you go. So I'll be right back. We'll continue stream in a second. And there we go. Just like that, we're back. Let me just get comfortable and we will continue. Alright, Peter, I'm rested. Naos is unlike anything in Tyria. Take the time you need to adapt to your surroundings. Let me know when you're ready to go. I'm good to go.
I wasn't expecting Nios to be so serene.
What did you expect? I am curious.
More blood, I think. Less of this.
Your shock is not too surprising. Your first impressions of my world were birthed in the temple of Febe. That cursed place.
Sarah said that Febe was killed.
Yes, he was. My teacher. A guide. He felt the things about Epoch that I do now. I couldn't save him then. Had Febe not fallen, maybe we'd have put Epoch down sooner.
I've had those thoughts. They're not worth it. You're fighting back against Eparch now.
Ramses should be on
That's
guard
what we
right
need to
now.
focus on.
Quickly.
Kind of talked over each other there. Ah! Is that an enemy? Yep.
Crawl back and kiss the fangs of your king.
After what we've been going through, after what we've been through, they're gonna throw these pathetic losers at us. All right, I guess.
Starting to see the bigger picture.
We must find Arena and the others.
So she is alive.
And thriving, last I saw her. We located her and her fierce entourage of Astral Ward not long ago.
Dramatic
I'm
pose.
still in awe as to how they survived at all. But if Epoch has us sniffed out...
Let's keep moving.
Any sign of people? Not yet!
We're late, apparently. Hello.
About time.
I smell excitement. Maybe I'm confused. Yeah. Were you back in Tyria again?
And I brought a friend.
The Pact Commander. Interesting choice.
Arena, it's good to see you alive. What happened in Gendaren?
Surprise to us both. Now, eyes on the threat.
Oh no, pincer attack. They're coming from both sides.
Blade of the Earth.
Okay, this is gonna be just more of an annoyance.
I see the pattern at last.
Than a real challenge.
Invigorating.
Too many waves and not enough danger. Not that you could ever fail these instances, right? And yeah, in terms of story as well, this patch, as I said, it's a little light on the ground, but definitely, like, last time when I was playing the first chapter of Secrets of the Obscure, I don't know what you would call it, Secrets of the Obscure proper, I've had the benefit of playing it with hindsight, which I do now as well. Not necessarily as vast as last time. Last time I actually engaged with the content a little more. This time I haven't been to Nios too many times and haven't heard a lot of the extra dialogue. But from the bits and pieces I did and from the lore I read and stuff, there's really not that much going on, and the story isn't pushed by any significant degree, I would argue. But you're about to see that.
Looks like the last of them.
What happened?
Heitor happened.
Was she here?
Only scouts from what we can tell. But I'm sure their eventual absence will be noticed.
The barrier will keep our location shielded for now. We can't breach the interior, but they're also barred from us. Wayfinder, you've met Arena.
They were secretly snooping through my camp.
And Ramses, well, Ramses speaks for himself.
Curious, the way you smell.
And who is this Heitor?
Oh, what would be the appropriate Tyrian familial connection? My cousin.
And one of Epoch's prized fang suckers.
A bit pissy that you offed her mate based on how many she sent. Managed to take down most of them before you got back.
Ceres, I assume?
We've no shortage of family drama. Now that Heitor knows of this place, we'd better stop her from sharing the news.
I'll check on the Astral Ward and others.
Okay, so there's no optional dialogue yet. There will be.
I imagine Frode is relieved about Arena, but disappointed he can't be here. I didn't have the chance to ask him.
The Huntress would rather cope with her progenitor on her own. When Isgarin's little gate is open, they will meet. When her contingent first arrived with you, thank whatever dubious entity you pray to, that they found a place to hide. They managed to survive, while Cryptus's eyes were pointed at Tyria. Only a few lives were lost to the hostility of our world.
I'm glad you found them before things started escalating.
And so am I. Ramses has remained at Arena's side, helping the Tyrians acclimate. I think they've taken to our realm of barbarity. Arena is a force of nature, and I'm sure she'd be fine on her own. Now, rest. Adjust. The ward has crops that are at least tolerable for your consumption.
At least tolerable. How cute. Or that might be actually in a different instance that the extra dialogues are unlocked. Or maybe even open world. We'll see. Arena. No. There are some optional dialogues. Yes. I wanted to talk to you about...
Before you try to apologize again, it's fine. When we were pulled into that portal in Gendaran Fields, I was uneasy at first. I gathered what Astral Ward I could find. We lost a few along the way. Managed to find an alcove just out of sight. Astral Ward survival tactics. And then Paitha and Ramses tracked us down just a few days ago. Good timing too, as our rations were growing dangerously low.
Well, I'm glad you made it in one piece then. Your dad was worried.
It's a relief to hear that old Frode didn't throw himself into a fight he couldn't crawl out of. He's protective and stubborn,
I'll leave Frode to you then.
Thanks. Now I need to attend to the ward. Come find me later. I'm sure we've got plenty for you to do.
And then Ramses. Which finally you can take a good look at a Cryptis and how they're designed, and you'll see they shimmer, which is a weird effect on them that you could have noticed before, but definitely, you know, it was always like they were in motion and stuff, and all the Cryptis bodies do that, as you can see by the couple of them like permanently dead here. And yeah, not a lot of fucking humanoid features on them either. So yeah, it feels kind of weird talking to them again with like a common tongue, and they don't have a mouth, and they speak to us perfectly fluently in English or whatever the Tyrian equivalent is. Yes. Can I ask you more about dreams?
You are the subject of many a dream. I see why Heitor was so fascinated by you.
Dreams as in...
Ah, yes. You've so little exposure to our world. Let me be your guide. Dreams flutter through our air, bleeding in from other worlds. Visions of cities and wars, great beasts and lovers. We Cryptis and old demons are born with a flicker of curiosity. Your dreams inspire us, for better or worse.
I think I understand. That sounds an awful lot like the Sylvari from our world.
Yes, that is right. The people of the Pale Tree have especially poignant dreams. Exciting and feverish. Airbarkers stifled our ability to dream, however. As of late, the youngest of our kind have yet to experience any. It is quite suffocating, the way he keeps them all to himself.
Do you have faith in Heitor?
With all of my flesh. It is comforting to be in the presence of your resolve. I have faith in Pathos as well.
I think that's all I needed. So no other optional dialogue here. Except for, and perhaps there is Peta as well somewhere. Where did she go? Where did she disappear to? Seriously, where did she go? I swear to you, I'm not paying attention for a second, and she just evaporates. Did she go up the stairs, actually? We'll see. Much more of her. So there's a meta as well in this expansion that we're gonna experience, and she plays a role there. And again, it kind of copies what we're gonna do in the story, but I guess she's not around. I hope I'm not wrong. It would be bad to cheat ourselves of dialogue now that we're doing a story stream, right? She wouldn't happen to go all the way to the start. No, she's just doing reconnaissance, I guess. I'll try the other side as well before we move on to the next story step, which is, I believe, largely in the open world. Largely in the open world. Yeah, no signs of Peta, actually. Not in the camp, not around the lake. I think I'm not missing her. Alright, we can leave the instance then and see what the story brings us. Now, okay, we do need to relaunch. Nope.
It's time we
Okay, so this is part of the meta.
We're going Let's use their old defenses against them.
So it seems because we're not playing on a character, we are playing on a character who actually finished this already. We will have to manually trigger every single story step, and as you can see, we actually got all associated achievements apparently completed, which is not necessarily true, but it seems that it took the meta's progress, this thing, and counts it as being finished, which is, as you can see, we are still missing a couple of these. So we're going to try to focus on them, and again we will have to replay these chapters manually. So we've apparently rested. Now we need to check in with our allies. This is a super short instance. I hope I'm not missing any context here, because we just went out of the camp and we're coming back in. Feels kind of weird, right? We didn't skip anything. No, that's 11. Yeah. Okay. But it feels like we've saved Urja in the open world before. I don't know. Maybe she goes on to do something.
This place is a safe one. These creatures are kind and share curious foods. I encourage you to speak with them.
I... Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry. Me too.
I heard rumors that Heitor rallied. But Tyria's?
You know of Tyria?
I've seen it. When I've dreamt. Not in a long while, but there's so much water. Colors. Smells.
Yes, the Astral Ward can tell you many stories, if you'd like to listen.
But no pressure.
I feel like there's a story beat missing, basically. I feel like we've saved Urja before she actually moved to our camp and joined our camp. And also, welcome. I will not be able to pronounce your nickname or your handle. Sorry for that. But hello, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully a fellow Guild Wars 2 player. Or perhaps you're just curious, which would be better. Probably, like, who would watch a story stream recap, right, of Guild Wars 2 if they're playing themselves?
Prepare to move.
The path to Heitor should be clear. Aside from a few guards left to protect the waning fortress.
Guards are easy. Heitor, I don't know what to expect.
A hard enough fight. And who knows what vile thoughts Ebark has equipped her with. We move with caution. Ramses, why do I feel dread emitting from your teeth?
Oh, apologies, Lady Paper. Trying to help Urja acclimate has proven complicated. She's fearful.
This is a dreadful place to choose solitude. But she'll adjust. Let's hope that removing Heitor will secure these lands for those who can't fight back. We move.
And yeah, these short story instances, I think there's one more, which was just like, I prepared for this one, like...
Can you hear me?
Arena, I can hear you just fine.
Good. One of the volunteer Astral Ward cast an enchantment that better focuses our communication spells. Works in Nyos now. Heitor and I are at camp. I'm catching her up on developments. Things you probably need to hear too.
On my way.
Right, and again, they just asks us to rejoin the instance right away, or the camp. Or do they? We've done this then.
This place is a safe.
Well, hold on.
These creatures are kind, curious fools.
This is weird on replay. I should have replayed this on a new character, seriously.
Feeling a little
I guess
overwhelmed?
we'll just rewatch
Don't
this
worry.
then.
Me too.
I heard rumors that Heitor rallied.
Or can we leave it, actually?
You know of Tyria?
I've seen
Oh, okay. I
when
I think I know what's happening.
Not in a long while, but there's so much water, colors, smells.
Okay, I think I know what's happening. So we actually probably triggered the achievement portion of the story step. We're not playing it actually in sequence. But there is a green bit. Survivors Asteroid Camp for achievements. Can we like trigger the normal bit? And hi, Becca, or whatever I should call you for short. I've already said hi. Sorry if you missed it. It was supposed to be addressed to you. Again, it was just like I didn't know how to read your nickname. Okay, so I need to desperately figure out where to fucking start this instance, by the way. So this is genuinely says for achievements. I'm just gonna really quickly look at the wiki. What it's enter the camp instance, speak to your allies during the event completion stage. So we should be at a event completion stage. Okay, so shall we just redo the instance? Oh, there you go. Fucking dumb stuff. Okay. Couldn't have placed it worse. So yeah, this is what it's supposed to continue like. We skipped around a bit. Sorry for that.
Rested, Wayfinder.
Best I can be. This camp is impressive, given the circumstances. Did you source this all from Nios?
Oh, it was much worse before you showed up. The Astral Ward have been sending in more supplies. Shelter, food. But all these nice supplies and roofs won't get us anywhere if Heitor turns us into ground Dolyak.
If she's anything like Ceres, I'd rather not visualize the outcome.
Heitor's dreams have been misplaced. But these are bones that we plucked. She's currently holding a fortress to the north.
If we can breach her gates, prompt her to change allegiance.
Unlikely, friend. Her champions hunt us on the field. One of you, or all of us, will die unless we put her down first.
I know. Wayfinder, this is why your presence became cardinal. Heitor's arrival signals a change in Epoch's plan. I don't know what he's doing, but it feels imminent. They're sealing all paths to the castle.
This is where you come in.
You need me to hit something.
You got it. We've got everything in place to push against the fortress now, and we could use you on two fronts. Help the Astral Ward and Paitha's rebels protect the outskirts. Epoch's grunts are flagrant. And when we're ready, join the push. We need to crack open those gates so we can take the fight to the Mark herself.
Make my people trust you. And look scary doing it. If Heitor is reporting to the king, I want him to shake.
Right, she's referring to the king. Sorry, I was confused a little bit for a while there. because Heitor was presented to us as a she. Also, I don't know if you've noticed or if I'm crazy. I feel like I'm not. But whatever filter they're applying to Peita, I feel like for a line of dialogue there, they did forget to put it on or something, and still haven't bothered to fix it. Like, I noticed this on my first playthrough, which wasn't long after release. But still, they're expecting a new release, and they haven't gone back to fix this. I guess you would have to re-record a line, but then again, it might be as I said, it's a filter missing, right? So surely you can apply it to the line of dialogue. I don't know. Her voice just felt weird for a second there. More tolerable for me, though, because I feel like she speaks so goddamn slow. I don't know if I've ever commented on it in the first playthrough, in the first couple of streams, actually. So we're supposed to do events now, right? So that's what we're going to do now. But also, the Survivors has a story step or has an achievement that we should finish, and that's the well-versed. So we will try to hit all of these actually, because again, as I said, the story itself is pretty light on what to do here. Or what to hear, I don't know, experience, basically in terms of story. So this will provide some nice context, and we are missing only one of those notes. So let's go in sequence. West of the Waters of Regret. So the Waters of Regret, I'm gonna go ahead and guess are going to be a bit of a lake area somewhere. I don't see it as a big area. There they are. So Waters of Regret. Let's try them right away. And yeah, we're not gonna stop for these optional dialogues. Although there's one that's pretty funny actually. And yeah, this Cryptis turret event is going on all the goddamn time. I'm not gonna engage with it, or maybe I am. I'm gonna shoot like one. Can you? Alright. So there's a personal note. Exactly what we're looking for. Research lead Sarna. I've been approached by our officer Havard and asked to keep an ear out around Ramses, Peita, and the other allied cryptids who should make their way to our camp. She tells me that my capacity as a researcher, in addition to my diminutive stature and nondescript appearance, a comment that I found quite rude, honestly, puts me in close proximity and occasional direct contact with the cryptids, and therefore gives me a unique opportunity to make a note of potentially useful intelligence without arousing suspicion. So, researcher Sally, and I'm gonna try to loop back into camp to see if we can find her and you know, judge her diminutiveness of her statue. Yeah, the story it tells is she kind of was sent initially to sort of infiltrate the cryptis in a sense. Let's see. It was Sally, wasn't it? That's what they called her. So this is Streff. I would have thought that it would be an Asura, but apparently not.
Fire away.
Acknowledged. Firing.
With great pleasure.
And yeah, we're gonna get a lot of these dialogues as well. That's all part of the
Having you here in Nyos, I sense an air of
part of the meta event.
or perhaps
This will be a hell of a lot easier when Scarlet has the escape
Worked.
operation.
The barrier's damaged. Converge on the gate.
Unfortunately, no Sally here. Is it field reports, all of them? I don't know. I'm gonna read this one while we're here. Yeah, it is Sally's report. So it's report number 3. I don't think that's part of this. Outside the Lost Daughter, on the western porch. So Ramses claims that the beacon near our camp is part of a sort of security systems that was used at some point in the past before Heitor arrived and completely barricaded access to the fortress. Apparently the Cryptus had little fear of attack, as I hear it is not a particularly powerful weapon and has remained unused for some time, ignored by Heitor and possibly scorned by Ignatius. I suppose when one is able to create seemingly impregnable magical barrier defenses on a grand scale, such defenses become obsolete. And there are also some other journals, which is the Captain Ferris's journals. Now, these are not for the achievement, but we're going to read them as well, I guess, even though they're quite long and exhaustive. Entry 1. Our first scouting party returned intact, but they were shaken up. The environment here is hostile, and several were injured just climbing through what passes for bushes here. The sight of the enemy was even more troubling. We knew there would be more of them here, but actually seeing them in numbers has a stronger effect. We're putting their report to good use, though. Havard is doing an admirable job heading up our scouting. She'll be in line for a promotion if we ever make it back. Entry 2. We met the enemy not far from our camp in the early morning hours. We drove them back, but at significant cost. With the limited number of soldiers we have here, we'll be reduced to nothing if we continue at this rate. We need to adapt our strategy if we're going to have any hope of victory here. Entry 3. We're running low on supplies now, and it's unclear how much longer we can hold out. Rationing what we have has helped, but unless we're able to find a real food source, our days are numbered. We've been unable to contact the Astral Ward or to find any way back to Tyria on our own. The second journal, Entry 4. A group of the locals stumbled on our encampment today. It was tense at first, but it was clear that they were afraid of us. We sent them on their way with some small offerings of food, and they promised to forget that they had seen us. There is the risk that they'll give away our position, but I'm not going to have civilians killed if I can avoid it. Before they left, one of them warned us of a grouping of Eparch's soldiers who are regularly patrolling nearby. We may be able to make some use of that. Entry 5. The ambush went off perfectly. By the time they saw the first of us, they were surrounded. Not one of them would surrender, so they all fell, but we sustained only minor injuries in the process. The intel we got from the locals was vital. If that group had gotten the drop on us, we might have been wiped out entirely. We will need to be in more regular contact with the locals if we want to keep punching above our weight like this. Entry 6. 2 cryptists found us today. Called themselves Ramses and Peta. We nearly killed them on the spot, but they didn't offer any resistance. They say they're friends of the Wayfinder. We didn't even have a Wayfinder when we got trapped here. A lot has happened while we were gone. They offered us food and protection, and we're in too desperate a shape now to decline them. If this is my final entry, you'll know that we were betrayed. Last but not least, and I do believe this is the last one, right? Entry 7. It seems the offering from Ramses and Peta was genuine. Bellies are full now, and we're feeling stronger. Ramses has stayed with us, telling stories about the Cryptis and their situation. They mean to overthrow their king, Eparch, and it's clear that they need an army to do it. Whether that will be us is up to Arena, but the troops here know that we'd have been dead without their help. If they ask us to fight, we will. Entry 8. We're making headway into the offensive. With a bit of luck, the Loyals will be pushed back closer to the fortress, and we'll have a new staging ground for our campaign. But trying to establish an encampment that far up will come with risks. Currently, our advantage is that we're elusive. A forward camp will be a clear target for them to attack.
A lot of cryptis activity nearby, but it's suppressed somehow. Far away, but not.
Should I be concerned, Hunter?
hard to tell, but I think they're fighting among themselves. Hey, if they want to kill each other, more power to them.
Fighting? Attention, team. I want you to know what's going on in that cave. Form up.
And yeah, this triggers also just like an event. I've done that one before. It's not a lot. Like, you attack like a Cryptis, and I think you take mercy on them eventually. Entry 9. Progress has been slowed after our initial gains. We've managed to hold on to the ground we've taken, mostly, but our forward momentum has been stalled by heavy bombardments. Wagner reports that the Loyalist artillery is in their positions up to 50 times a day. Without sky skills to disable those turrets, I'm not sure how much progress we can actually make anymore. We desperately need reinforcements, but I'm not sure we'll ever get them. But there we are. There we came. Okay, let's continue on these. So that's a western path of the Ascending Dream. Western path of the Ascending Dream.
Understood. Keep at it.
I don't know where the...
Overhear something about a Nephis?
Name's been reported, but there's not much context. Somebody on the other side of that barrier is about all we know.
One of the cryptids sounded respectful toward them, almost reverent. Seemed to anger her superior.
Well done. I'll add this to the intel reports. Take a breather before you head back into the field.
All right. There's a bit of the side dialogue that you can overhear. We're gonna move on to the next note. Unfortunately, our chatter hasn't stuck around. I guess they wanted to hear what's up. Maybe they're old guard, right? I don't know. They don't know what they expected from this stream. It is a story stream, and I do want to emphasize that I will always give precedence to what they're saying in the game before I would speak over it. So there you go. That's my commitment here, for what it's worth. We're gonna be doing I guess a bit of flying back and forth. Because those notes are not necessarily in any fixed order. So this is supposed to be the western part of this path. What was the clue again? On the western path of the Ascending Dream. So on the path as well, we shouldn't be looking at something super well hidden. There it is. That's gotta be it, right? It's gotta be the field report. One personal copy on Ramses. So this is actually one. Peta's ally Ramses has proven to be a valuable source of information. Contrary to his threatening appearance, he is relatively approachable, while verbose, he has proven somewhat more direct and willing to engage in conversation than Peta herself. Even when unwilling to discuss topics directly, he generally does not guard his ideas and opinions too closely, except when in conference with Peta. I would go so far as to say that he can be almost charming, though he is disarmingly grotesque to behold. That's kind of how I would describe all of them, except for Peta, who is very humanoid-like, which, you know, as an Asura maybe is not the be-all and end-all, but anyway, north of Heitor's Maw, which I'm guessing is this bit. Not really a lot I can do to ascertain that with all of those people there. What was it? Heitor's Maw. Now hold on. That might not actually be the castle thing. So on cliffside, the waters of... Oh, there it is. Heitor's Maw. Did they say north of it? North, yep. And what we're actually going to try to do as well, we're going to look at the next clue. And while we're reading the one, we're going to fly vaguely in the direction of the next one. So there is a field report right here. So the next one should be at the southern beacon. So the beacon. There's nothing that would be called a beacon, but there is a beacon in the south, so. And yeah, that completes the achievement, so we've got the correct thing. So, personal copy on Eparch, Heitor, Ignatius, and others, I guess.
We're making progress down here. Those cryptosaurs are raining down on us the whole time.
Yeah, I noticed.
If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
As I've pieced together snippets of conversation, it seems that the relationship between Eparch, Heitor, and Ignatius is rather complex. My understanding is that Heitor is a cousin of Beta and a former mate of Ceres. Eparch, who is nepostic to a fault, it seems. I don't know what the fuck nepostic is. What the fuck is that word? Nepostic. I'll just Google it real quick. Nepostic. I feel like that's... Is it nepotistic? I can't read. Okay, so I know what nepotism is. That's fine. Is nepotistic to a fault, it seems. Put Heitor in charge of the fortress here in Outer Nyos. It's unclear whether he doesn't fully trust her or if he just believes her to be unreliable, but Ramsey seems to suggest that Heitor's lieutenant, Ignatius, is stationed at the fortress as much to keep an eye on Heitor as to defend the gate. Ignatius is ambitious and dedicated to Eparch, and he seems to be willing to take on any task that will put him in Eparch's favor. So one should be at the southern beacon. Now the southern beacon is this thing, and I'm guessing we actually read that already. It's the field report 3, right? Personal copy on beacons. Right. Okay. So we didn't have to come here, and now we're gonna have a big fly away. Also, I can no longer track this because we finished it, so that was not good. But whatever. On a cliff facing Heitor's gate. Okay, so Heitor's gate is this thing, I believe. On a cliff facing Heitor's gate. So if it's facing it, I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's somewhere around this ballpark. So we're gonna fly there first, and then we're gonna look at the next clue. A couple of Cryptis events. I would be... Alright, I'll do some aerial strikes. Maybe we can get some cheap progress by... doing this, although they'll probably delete our participation due to inactivity. No, we did get some progress, so we will not have to do extra events. Again, I'll try to do some very cheeky aerial strikes just to tag. Alright, it's fine. I don't want to die off fucking effect that ooh boy. They're gonna kill me, really. How can I get rid of it without actually discharging? Can I? No, it's 5 seconds. Alright, it's expiring. But we kinda overshot where we were going. So there should be a... Can the chests go elsewhere? please. I'm trying to look for some things. I do wonder, is this the Heitor's gate that they've been talking about? Once again, on a cliff facing Heitor's gate. Cliff facing Heitor's gate. So this is Heitor's gate because the assault is all about destroying this barrier that's now once again erect. We've gotten the fucking effect again, which is all kinds of brilliant. So our Sky Skull is gonna bite the dust. And unless we do something about this, we might do. Luckily, it expires in 5 seconds again. Just enough time to hopefully let us find a field report, which should be this, I guess. I'm guessing this is gonna be it. And then the next one. Is that Luton Myros the Spiteful? What are you talking about? Do I need to know where the fucking enemies spawn now? Myros the Spiteful. We're gonna die before we can fucking find it, man. Genuinely, I have to fucking wiki it. Alright, I'll do it. Myros the Spiteful. Could've, hold on. Myros the... Is it just Myros? Yeah, Lieutenant Myros the Spiteful. The Bleeding Wastes, apparently. Oh, the Bleeding Wastes. We're right here, man, actually. During related... Laura's part of patrol team. Okay, so, but, they don't specify where exactly. And unfortunately, not a lot to go by on the... Well, okay, so, something to go by. So he's related to an event. So I guess we'll have to do a bit of a fly around. Hold on. Didn't we also go through from... No, hold on. 1, 2, 3. So this should be 5. We I think we found this clue. So we're missing the cliff one. I've heard the name Nephis bandied on Nephis. I've heard the name Nephis bandied about a bit by Ramses and Peta, but I'm never able to get the full context. As best as I can figure, he's a kind of cryptid folk hero, and is believed to live despite having some disagreements with Eparch, Ramses, and Peta, but seem to respect him. It seems unrealistic to me that an uncompromising ruler... Shut up. Okay. I don't care. Cool, right. Yeah, we will. Some other day, okay? It seems unrealistic to me that an uncompromising ruler like Eparch would leave anyone alive who challenged him in any way. Perhaps this is a form of cryptid optimism. Or religion. And this has got to be the cliff, actually, overlooking the gate. Yep, that would track. So the next one should be outside the lost altar, and the lost altar is... What is the lost altar? Okay, that's all the way across this portion of the map at the very least. But we're gonna do it for science. Oh my god, this is so short. Whatever, we're gonna ride a ley line. Hopefully it gets us somewhere nice. From what I can tell, Eparch's Queen Labris is the current commander of Eparch's forces. Shut the fuck up, please. Oh my god.
Cryptosaurs are raining down on us the whole time. If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
Yeah, sure. From what I can tell, Eparch's Queen Labris, so this is on Queen Labris, is the current commander of Eparch's forces. It's unclear if this is a newer development or if she has always served as Eparch's general. One thing is clear. Ramses and Peitha are concerned with the lack of information on Labris's current whereabouts. Note, I believe Ramses might have noticed my notes taken, and I was unable to continue listening for fear of being discovered. So that's that. Then there's this field report, and from that we're gonna continue on to a perfect view of the southern extractor, which is what exactly? The southern extractor. I guess they got the extractors around Heitor's dominion, or the maw and the gate. Oh no, there's a southern extractor. Even Eparch's allies seem to be uneasy, according to Ramses. Eparch, centuries old, is known by the wards to be cunning and calculated in the extreme. But rumor has it, he's becoming increasingly unpredictable and impatient. The speculation Ramses relays includes myriad theories. His mind is deteriorating. He's become aggressive or even beast-like. He's somehow infirm or senile. And Labris is actually ruling behind the scenes. He feeds non-stop and never leaves his castle grounds, and more besides. Ramses seems dismissive, though I admit it is impossible to read any expression on his face. Face, quote unquote. That's that. Now we're gonna look at a perfect view, apparently.
Nice work,
Yeah, sure. I didn't help at all,
Continue
but
our advance through these monsters. It'll be a lot easier with the sky secured.
I'm guessing it's this field report. Very obvious place. Oh my god, the turrets are incredibly annoying.
This area's magic should start replenishing on its own. Chew on that, Eparch.
And one is in front of Heitor's gate.
Wayfinder. And thanks for your help. It appears to be zapping the magic from the area. We need to destroy them.
No and no. My initial forays into the field have resulted in little usable information. As a result, I've been tasked with gathering intelligence deep in Cryptis territory just outside Heitor's gate. An astral ward patrol will escort me as far as they dare, and from there I will make my way towards the fortress to gather information on the comings and goings of Heitor's forces. That's called a mission, by the way, this note. I am terrified, but I am determined to serve the ward to the best of my ability. And that's what she did, or he, you never know. And they went towards Heitor's gate. Now I wonder whether it is only possible to get this field report by doing the meta, but I don't know. I doubt it, somehow doubt it, but you never know. So the gate is this bit. Because you need to have the story instance active. I mean, story step active. Then again, this is exactly the time you would be hunting for events, and what's more events than doing the meta, right? So we might not be able to get this naturally through gameplay. What I might do is actually read this on the wiki. I think that's what I'm gonna do, if they've got it indeed. just so that we don't fly around pointlessly. And we can push some other events and maybe look at some other achievements while we do that. Perhaps there's something we can engage with. Unfortunately, yep, I don't see any field notes, so for fear of missing them, because of the meta on progress that we foolishly ignored, I will read this on the wiki. Well, first, okay. So the text itself. Are these switched around? I don't believe we've read a career change, but this one is marked as a field report 7, so that one might have been before the one before Heitor's Gate. I'm just gonna check because this says perfect view. This is technically, I guess, blocked by a rock or something. It might be somewhere around here still, the note. It may not have been this one. Now, a perfect view. What does that mean? Realistically. Also, I heard foxes, by the way. This could constitute a perfect view. But I genuinely don't know. Hold on. I'm on the wiki already. I can check, right? What the fuck am I doing? The location will be here. In front of Heitor's Gate. Oh yeah, so yeah. The thing we found was actually in front of Heitor's Gate. The perfect view of the southern extractor is apparently here. So we're just gonna fly there and read it in game so that you have the words in front of you as well, and you're not just dependent on me reading it.
Just who I was hoping to see.
Well,
we're making progress down here. Those cryptosaurs are raining down on us the whole time. If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
Maybe I might do that. Due to my success in gathering intelligence around the camp and a decided lack of other candidates to replace our recent casualties, I suspect, I've been reassigned to Officer Havard's detail. After a brief training stint, I will be tasked with gathering intelligence further afield. It is bittersweet, as research has always been my passion, but the ward requires my services in a new capacity. And I can hardly turn them down, given our circumstances. I'm starting to suspect this will turn lethal for Sally.
They're gonna smell my anxiety before they hear my voice, sir.
Technically, it's more feel than smell, I think.
Grayshot, stop talking. Teague, stop being anxious.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Good. Let's continue then, and I will check actually what we can do towards progressing some achievements. So that's I guess we would be looking for that in Secrets of the Obscure, of course, in Anayo's Heitor's territory. So what can we do? So behind demon lines, successfully complete unique events. We've never prevented the Cryptus from repairing the extractor, so I mean the extractor is right in front of us. I don't know. Okay, so we've never seen that. Threat of our presence. Complete each of the 5 events in the Road to Heitor's meta event. We never did this, I see. Follow the leader, aid the Astral Ward in clearing out Cryptus patrol readers and the lieutenant. I mean, we can try to do this if we can actually catch this on. I'm gonna check. Because we're not gonna be able to go through them all. Anyway. But I guess escorts would start here, right? Then there's this thing. I don't know whether we need some stuff towards that. Follow the leader. Right, it ain't broke. Snoring on the job. Oh yeah, that's this event. Alright, so I guess we need to bring the supplies. God damn it though. Already fucking up. Yep. I don't know. Where's the other supplies? Do I need to fucking beat them out of Cryptis? I guess I do. Who's got the supplies? Ah, there's some. Come on, let me get at least one more. Just this one. Just this one, please. Just this goddamn one. Thank you.
6 feet tall.
Nope, not anymore. Okay, never mind. Sure thing. So they fell asleep and the supplies have been stolen from under their nose. That's the story there. Cool. Again, some escort.
Let's go, team. Lead the way, Helvig.
Seems like we're putting ourselves in harm's way when we can just sit back and let them kill each other. Lieutenant.
You handle tracking the demons. I'll handle giving the orders. Move.
But that's not this event.
Look out!
Rebuilding turrets, discover and open shrine guardian chests. Right, so those are foxes. So we should go around the turrets, I guess, and use an emote. And around the extractors. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a couple of other like jokey sort of. Hold on, isn't this?
Rations and supplies to stay alive, not merely a meaningful pursuit against
Is it time? Okay, so we are supposed to be collecting the essences, right? Essences.
Use their old defenses against them. Find us at camp and we'll begin the assault.
Right. Yeah. Let's begin. Then, let's do it. I am here. Okay, so we will wait for the start of this because we will need this for the achievement. Before we do that, though, there's no reason for us to wait. We can sleep in a tent, I guess. I don't know which tent counts, but there you go. That's a power nap. It's a power nap for you.
Ready to head out?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep your heads on a swivel.
Cool shit. And I don't know about this event, what it counts for. Definitely don't want to abandon this. Even though this doesn't give a lot of story, it should roll us hopefully into finding the Cryptis, whatever her name was. Irja, was it? We're gonna go save her to an extent, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. How are we on time? An hour and a half. Alright, we're going for it.
Before Heitor's barrier, my people moved more freely about Duress. There was little fear of attack. Aside from the fortress, beacons provided some small security. So little. Even paranoid Ignatius has let them lie dormant.
Which is good for us, because Ramses and I did some experimenting.
You two are remarkably inventive when you put your horns together.
The Cryptis are uneasy, fearful even, if you can believe it. Their emotional essence is powerful. We are going to feed that energy to the beacons, supercharge them well beyond anything they were ever intended for.
These forgotten defenses become the key to Epoch's luck. The irony is Nectarus. Is it
Nectarus.
Now
What a
hunt down
word,
as many
right?
Cryptis as you can, and gather their essence.
Hell yeah, let's go, finally. Too much waiting. Okay, let me open this in peace. Cool, we did, actually. Right, so this also belongs to the event. Didn't know that when I first loaded into this map. Now, I believe I need to also carry it to the... This has gone in a flash. I mean, no wonder I have nothing to show for this event. Okay, so let's carry as much as possible. And I feel like there's nothing else going on while the meta event is going on. Like, I mean, no other events happening, so... Oh shit, we need to deposit. Fuck. I got 10, by the way, too. Damn, get me out of combat, please. Holy shit. We might not make it. No, 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 no. Oh, we're gonna make it. That's fine. If you're gonna let me interact. Yep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And there you go. We've never actually done this event at all. So that's an achievement banged out.
We need you to carry the southern beacon's supercharged energy to the beacon and
So yeah, we're carrying essences. I guess we can do this event again. I believe there's nothing else going on except for Cryptis Rift events. I guess those should be going on. Yeah, yeah. I helped by lighting a mini beacon. But there you go. So now we need to relight this and just continue on to the on the path. Now it's not necessary to get the first one, but we can go directly to the second one, I guess. There is limited time for you to actually get from beacon to beacon. Yeah, please refresh it and let's go. I don't know whether there's any like achievements connected to.
Just who I was hoping to see.
No, there are events going on other than this, so I might actually switch.
If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
Sure thing, bucko. I might actually do that. Hold on, god damn it. I want to carry at least one full fucking fireman. Okay, so the last one is over there, so I might be able to make it all the way there. Right now, we don't need to visit the mini beacon. Should be all good. Yep. Very nice.
Welcome, son. As is that which you
My contribution 1. Cool. Alright, so let's try some other events actually in the meantime. There's no need to do the meta for us, really. This is a story stream, right? Ooh, we got some more relics. Don't know what from, I guess from an achievement or two. We're gonna use or lose progress actually though if we're gonna abandon it like this, which is a bit of a shame, but cool. Someone's doing turrets, so maybe we can juggle both the events. I mean, and there's this one as well. Oh, that's the supplies again. So I don't generally have a clue about my current achievements and what we need to finish. I'm gonna go ahead and guess this is not actually useful, but we should interact with it at least. And I guess we're gonna do the supplies run actually. None of this. There you go. Let's do the snoring again.
We'll stand guard over what we still have, while keeping that stolen.
But seriously, how do you find the supplies? They're just randomly strewn about? Is that what it is? Seriously?
Keep them coming.
Eparch and Heitor's generals are all over the place.
Good.
If you really want to upset the system, help us hunt them down. That's the thing about these Cryptis royalty. They're always surrounded by grunts that are willing to die. Well, if not by our weapons, then by Eparch's maw. Carve a path, Wayfinder.
So I will actually finish this event, even though we don't need it anymore. Or do we? What the hell is the clue there? Use the Heart of the Obscure and defeat one of Heitor's generals. Is that supposed to be like one of the events north of us? They would kind of suck.
What are we going after, Eparch? I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet. My energy is diminished.
Keep them coming.
So I don't know what constitutes a general, like whether it's should we do like a Cryptis event? Is that what they're asking us to do? It might be what they're asking us to do. Oh yeah, it does attract generals, doesn't it? So we'll try a Cryptis event actually. I mean a Rift event. Cryptis events I think are most of these here can be labeled as Cryptis events.
Keep them coming.
Okay, the spawn places for these supplies are really weird. Like, kind of absurd. And it's like there's 3 of them, like, in this whole giant ass area. And they're respawning so fucking quickly. It's kind of odd. I'll be honest with you. Kind of counterintuitive. That's what's concerning.
6 feet tall. Accelerate.
Much obliged. We're good. Got any last supplies?
Don't worry, I'm gonna bring more. I will gladly cross off 1 from our list. There we go. That's an achievement finished till the end. And apparently, somehow, we got a mastery point for it. I don't know from what, whether from like an accumulated thing or whether this thing actually. Oh, this thing actually rewarded a mastery point. Okay, weird achievement to do that, but that's fine. All right, so I guess we're doing the Cryptus Rift hunt then.
Rare and valuable.
And also there's a fox box, which I will absolutely open. Did I? I think I did. Ugh, God damn it. Sorry. Shuddered with cold.
Just who I was.
Not you again. Don't be so needy.
Progress down here. Those Cryptus orbs are raining down on us the whole time. If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
And this might actually finish our Rift Bouncer, which I've been tracking for a while. There is an achievement for not letting any of these Cryptus get through the gate. Which, I don't know, we might be screwed here by the existence of the meta and the fact that it's active. It would probably scale up this event as well, but we'll see. I don't care about the gate. Jesus. We're gonna do that as part of the story. We don't need to see it in the open world with like 1 million people there, just blocking our view, but by their skill effects. Oh, it seems fine. Ooh, buddy, what the hell? That was almost lethal. I really like this. What is it? Mastery. This like glider thing. Glider last saving throw. We are supposed to use the Cryptus essence. So this doesn't specify a general, it specifies a target, a leader, sorry. We will see whether it counts as a general. It does.
Ramses?
Yes, she may have told me how to in the same way. I hope this isn't
surprising. But I suppose my mind is an open book these days.
I am pleased. Whispers of nerves. Wakes your flesh. But within those corridors, I heard other rumors. A disturbance just out of sight. Investigating before returning to camp.
I'll look into it.
A delight. I regret
So I don't remember whether there was an achievement for doing these siege weapons. I believe not. I think it was all about like our turrets and defending them and stuff. So after I actually destroy this one, if I'm not gonna die first, kind of died first. It's because of the turrets in the air, right? But we might be fine here, just rallying through the use of our Jade bot and. Still finishing the job, and I'm just gonna check whether we actually need this or not. So that's not the story journal, that's the secrets of the obscure. Again, that's if it ain't broke. That's turrets, discover and open. Damn it, damn it, don't kill me. They killed me, they killed me. Whatever, we probably don't need this anyway. This is infinite? Okay, alright. We're still gonna need achievement points from this one then. Alright, we're gonna do the beta at some points. Or the other. Alright, really didn't... Right, and we still need a unique... event there from repairing the extractor. Right, okay, but that's neither here nor there. We're doing the story steps right now. Now, before we go save Urja, I believe, that's the step now, and if I got that name correct. Before we do that, actually, what I will do is I will use the bathroom. I will have a little bathroom break and be hopefully right back, or what you will hopefully perceive as right back. I will be back in a short second, so bear with me. BRB. And so then I'm back, and we will continue the story proper. Finally, I should say. Finally. And yeah, it shouldn't be a long road from here. Genuinely, I feel like one major instance, actually, that finishes us off, basically. There she is. Or he, or they, or whatever.
It's safe now. You're safe.
Who are...
I'm with Heitor. I'm not one of their parks.
Heitor? I didn't think you were with the Midnight King. You're too ripe.
Heitor and the Astral Ward set up camp nearby. You can seek refuge there. We're your allies.
You're not afraid of me. Okay. I'll go.
My wayfinder, your actions shut the desire first. Very little rests between us and Heitor. We'll meet you near camp.
I'll head that way. Don't do anything dramatic without me.
It's time I introduced you to my cousin.
Right. We're gonna see that in a second then. Also, I don't know why they let you replay this instance for achievements. I'm pretty sure there is not a single achievement there. But there you go. Continue. Yes, that's what we would like to do. Continue our story. And yeah, we've already seen that, unfortunately.
This is a safe one. These creatures are kind and share curious foods. I encourage you to speak with them.
Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry. Me too.
I heard rumors that Heitor rallied. But Tyria's?
You know of Tyria?
I've seen it. When I've dreamt. Not in a long while, but there's so much water. Colors. Smells.
Yes, the Astral Ward can tell you many stories, if you'd like to listen.
But no pressure.
All here. We can prepare to move.
The path to Heitor should be clear. Aside from a few guards left to protect the waning fortress.
Guards are easy. Heitor, I don't know what to expect.
A hard enough fight. And who knows what vile thoughts Ebark has equipped her with. We move with caution. Ramses, why do I feel dread emitting from your teeth?
Oh, apologies, Lady Paper. Trying to help Asia acclimate has proven complicated. She's fearful.
This is a dreadful place to choose solitude. She'll adjust. Let's hope that removing Heitor will secure these lands for those who can't fight back. We move.
And as you may have noticed there, Urja immediately wanders off, which is interesting. I guess we're gonna see the end game there in a short minute when we're moving into the last instance. What surprised me to be the last instance, in fact. I guess we're gonna have to trigger it manually again, but there it is. So that should be chapter 13, Heitor's Gate.
Keep your heads on a swivel.
Okay, that's not part of the story. And let's go directly into the story instance, actually.
This place is certainly
dramatic.
Grotesque. I never understood how we became so dramaturgic. All of this was copied from other worlds. We were born to the dirt of the demon realm.
Getting inside shouldn't be a challenge. A few guards and stragglers, but they're on the back foot. Her champion is dead.
Let's take out whatever guards are left before we head in.
A prudent suggestion, Wayfinder. She waits for us inside, but my scouts report only angst within those walls. I expect a dramatic fight.
Good. Shall we?
Sorry, I got distracted a little bit here. Anyway, so yeah, this is a weird story step, but there is an associated achievement with this.
We will deliver you to Heitor on a spike.
I thought that of the amorous slaves.
What are we
You
waiting
two
for?
fight for a coward. Nothing. We progress.
Yeah, I believe there's an achievement associated with this as well, and that's to actually clean up all the stragglers after you've done like the main progress. There are other patrolling groups that will be left, if I'm not mistaken, and the achievement is for killing all of them. Actually, something akin to that. Feel free to look it up. It's not, doesn't provide any further context to the story, so it's not something that would be relevant to us.
I see the pattern at last.
What is missing is one more achievement that I haven't completed, and that's inside the gate itself, right inside the thing we're storming right now. And I'm pretty clear on what to do there, so we shouldn't miss it now. So it's kind of surprising to me also as well that we did all the story related achievements on this stream. I have not expected to be that to be a short thing, actually.
They don't look interested in talking either.
And I believe some achievement, I guess, related to not going down during the last fight. I don't think there is a timed achievement in there, but either way, I got that on the first try.
Whisper or a dream. That was the last of them. Inside the fortress, cannot sense it. An army may wait. Just the wretched.
Good enough. On swift feet, we move. There's a quality to this place that tastes different now. What do you seek here, Heitor? What has Epoch done?
Please! Don't!
Was that?
Here, John.
Move!
So yeah, Urja is here, actually. I'm gonna talk about her presence here in a little bit, but there you go.
Heitor. Wrangle yourself a fresh snack, my dear.
Don't pretend. Not with me. Your brother always hoped you'd amend your sentiments of the king. But I know better. You've always been spoiled to the horn. So, why are you here, Heitor?
Why are you hunting us? Only fear dangles from your flesh.
You haven't been to the castle in some time, have you? You ran and hid. You still run.
And you kiss each leg of the spider. Has he shown you his venom yet?
Give Ceres my love.
Eyes up!
No! Udo!
Of course I did, cousin. If not them, then us.
That's my boiling point.
I did want to eat the crickets, grasshoppers actually. Sorry.
My energy is diminished.
Yeah, the sort of rolling attack or like rushing attack, whatever to call it, you know, the spinning attack, can get kind of scary because she actually gets a bunch of boons sometimes. Or was it only in the beginning? I don't know genuinely, but yeah, that's about the only thing that's genuinely threatening here, if you're going for the achievement, that is. And you can quite frequently CC her as well.
Toes on a platter to see. Those who follow Heitor will die at her feet. Fine. I'll peel your eyelids from your face and make you watch as I skewer your army.
Wayfinder, we fight together.
If I needed any more reason to fight with you, I've got it now. The pressure of the depths.
So I wasn't engaging much in fightings because I didn't want to skip any dialogue, as you know, used for the dialogue as it is.
There's a version of this world where she joined us.
Heitor?
Do not worry for me. I am not in mourning. Heitor was cruel, even if she was driven by fear.
What now?
Check the fortress for survivors. Follow your gut. I need reflection.
So yeah, apparently there's something I missed in the lower part of this. So I believe it was in the lower part of this. So we're gonna talk to Ramses first. Do you have some other questions I could help you with, Wayfinder? I am concerned for Peita.
You may think her cold, but each loss stacks pit Peita's core. Collecting, rotting.
Were she and Heitor close?
Every breath in this place requires sacrifice. They were both survivors. They were not close, but they both fought hard to live.
It's a shame.
So we can interact with Urge's body.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Which gives you some progress as well. Maybe it was in the upper deck actually, but you can teleport freely between them. Unfortunately, as soon as you leave this place, it's pretty much the end of it. So we should take a look around and make sure we've got everything we can from here. But I guess, yeah, talking to Ramses and interacting with Urge's body is pretty much the rest of it. And yeah, I wanted to talk about Urja and her involvement. She was here so briefly. I feel like the impact is completely fucking lost because we've like brought her into the camp, and then like there's no emotional punch when like not at all when Heitor kills Urja, because we've just known her for like literal minutes. I feel like the game could have given her like another moment in the camp and brought her in the camp way earlier, right? Before we were doing the events, right? We could have had a scene where we actually saved Urja and then come back later into the camp to talk to her. And it would be a little more impactful if then she got killed by Heitor. Now we're just kind of trying to, get it through proxy, through Ramses' outrage, and that's pretty much it. Now, I do believe we have never interacted with this Astral Ward protector.
Astral Ward? Do you recognize them?
I do. They never... One of our scouts.
Is that Sally?
A lapse into the stars, my friend.
We don't get the context. Okay. We don't know who that is. And then I guess we're gonna check on Arena. No? That wasn't even it. Did I fuck up again by not... No, hold on. There's something to search.
They're everywhere.
Mostly cryptus, it seems.
What have they done?
Okay, and we cannot talk to Arena anymore? Were we able to before? Did I distract her? I guess I'll check on Wiki again. Whatever. The survivors, NPCs, dialogue, blah blah blah. And approaching the interruption. Okay, the survivors, that's a different story step though. And I know it, I've had this one open here as well. After finding Urja, right, talking to Peta during the fight, while searching Urja's corpse, talking to Ramses, Arena, corpse. No, there's no optional dialogue with Arena. I don't know how to properly read that. Never mind then. Let's continue the story. And by the way, we can actually interact with the nebular fount first. This arcane magical object is riddled with esoteric symbols. It appears to have something to do with the thick, harmful fog barrier beyond, but its workings are wholly unclear. I have no idea how this works. So finally, we will talk to Peta and...
I'm sorry, Peta. Are you okay?
Save that sentiment for your own. Heitor wanted to die, and she likely escaped a much more miserable existence.
I respect how clear your mind is.
My mind is far from clear. Though I'm relieved that you witnessed all you have. Might cause epochs, fixations.
I suppose it didn't hurt. I trust you, Peta. You kept these astral wards safe. You care about the Cryptus. Your Cryptus. We share a goal. Just point to where we go next.
You are a curious creature, Wayfinder. Rest. I'll do the same. We can't move further in Nios. Not yet. The barrier blocks our path until we can remove it. We march. More allies await us on the other side.
And that's it. The jingle doesn't really play. But that's it. Believe it or not, that's the story update. It took us a little over 2 hours. 2 hours and 13 minutes. But that was with the faffing about with the events. We've done some extra achievements that we didn't have to do. We could have been done after or under 2 hours, so a little light on the ground, I gotta say. And also in terms of like the story, I hope you see what I mean when I say it's not very substantial. It doesn't really push the story very far. It does introduce a new character and a couple of new names, and they're sort of connecting element, sort of like explains their relationship, but that's pretty much it. Like we've just moved into a new territory, we've gained some ground, and we got rid of a single person, but we've learned through dialogue that Heitor's, I'm sorry, what's the name? I'm blanking on the Eparch's. Eparch's motivations might be more complicated. He might be planning something larger than we thought, but that's pretty much it. In terms of like the particulars, we don't really know much more, and it just, I don't want to say it was an unsatisfying
We need to destroy them.
Unsatisfying story step, but or an update. However, the truth is, after the high bar that the start of the expansion set, I expected a little more from this patch. Even the extent of the exploration here feels much smaller compared to what was introduced with the start of the Secrets of the Obscure, which personally I don't mind all that much. I prefer smaller content updates, I guess, nowadays, because I barely have any time to play or enjoy this game on a level that I used to enjoy, especially with my other plans, namely like the legendary journey going on still. So that's that. But I cannot imagine other people being all that satisfied with what was it called? True the Veil as an update. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to demonstrate. That's what I wanted to show. That's what I wanted to stream today. Just genuinely a story recap to catch us up before the next release comes out, as I mentioned. In 7 days, so next Tuesday, we should be seeing an update, and we should have more story to chew on, and hopefully in I don't want to say bigger quality, but or necessarily quantity either, but just like perhaps a bit more substantive. Again, that's sort of the word of the day here. Substance above everything else is what I would like to see. But yeah, that's it. Seeing as we don't have any chatters, the only person who came and went, at least they didn't lurk, but they did leave promptly again with saying just basically the same message twice. So I'm just gonna link links in case someone is actually or link websites in case someone is actually lurking as well. It's a link to my Patreon, which I'm sure you're not going to use necessarily if you're just lurking. That's why would you donate, right? But then the other link is to my YouTube channel. Now that one is a little more substantive. That one will have this very stream as a VOD eventually, along with all of my previous streams that are there already as VODs, so you can just replay any of the streams that I've done before, including a recap of the start of the Secrets of the Obscure. So if you're hungry for more story, you want to know how we got here, it's all there. It's all there. It's in 2 streams actually, and they're kind of long, but it is a full playthrough, and I feel a little more contextualized than this one, where again, even though I would want to provide most context, but you've seen the extent basically of the part, right? Like the map is super small. We've read basically every lore document we could find. We've seen all the story. There's not much beyond this that we could talk about, like not a lot of environmental details or stories of the Cryptis. We haven't really seen any like branching Cryptis activity or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna check the
Wayfinder. If you can gather up these turret parts and bring them here.
Check the events here. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the stream. Not much to say here. I'm gonna leave you with that and tune out as we're finishing this event. So take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Okay, maybe I'll just leave you with this information. It's unlikely that I'm going to be streaming within the next month and something. Genuinely, because I do have a vacation planned for this weekend that's gonna last until Tuesday. Then it's gonna be the release. I might want to actually play a bit of the new content, but then I'm going on a long vacation out of town and out of country and out of continent actually, and I'm definitely not gonna be able to stream through that. So I think I'm leaving through till like 18th of March. So that's gonna be the end of the streams. Then what I promised myself is to stream Doom twice in a row, back to back, because my original plan was to interlace the content, but then we had to do a sort of an emergency Guild Wars 2 stream, which kind of did replace a Doom stream, so I do want to catch up, so to speak, on the Doom streams, so that's a challenge run of the original Doom games. So those are going to be the next two streams, and if I'm handy enough, if I'm if I manage to do that, I would like to migrate it to YouTube. Now it's going to be tricky because I haven't announced it or anything, so we might need to stream on Twitch first and announce it as a fixed plan first, so that whoever follows me here knows about the migration and doesn't just think my channel died completely. But yeah, we're gonna make provisions, and that's gonna be it. But we'll see. We might stick to the Twitch just because, just out of habit, and just because we've got everything hooked up here, and I genuinely don't know how much work is involved with migrating to a different platform. If it's too much work, I'm inclined to just keep it to Twitch, because honestly, I've got 2 projects going on now. I don't know if I feel excited about going into a different one. So that's Guild Wars 2 streams, Doom streams, and when I'm done with the Legendary Journey, it's basically just story that I would be interested in streaming in Guild Wars 2. I don't know if there's any other content that I could come up with that would be fun to watch in a live format. And then the Doom challenge, whenever we finish that one, also don't really have big plans for continuing that. So if it should happen that I'm done with the Legendary Journey and Doom challenge streams both, I might just quit streaming altogether. So if then I should migrate to YouTube just for these 2 projects to finish them, and it should be too much work, I would just not do it. Then again, you never know, I might find success streaming on on YouTube, either game, and I might continue with some more fun projects, either within those games or with other games. Who knows? That would of course be the dream. But if not, I try to pivot into some produced videos. I feel like I'm much more disciplined in terms of what I do with my free time, and be a little more creative. Which was the angle here. Like, if I can be consistent, at least with the streaming, perhaps I'm capable of doing more. And really, edited video is something that I would be genuinely interested in doing. So yeah, that's that. We've done one more achievement for what it's worth while I was talking. So I'm just gonna leave you to it. This is genuinely the end. And yeah, see you around in the latter half of March, April, at the worst. Bye.